Universal Monster movie has Claude Rains in a prominent role. The Wolf.
They Claude Rains?
Claude Rains. Claude Rains.
After some incidents, they declawed Rains.
The Wolfman.
No, he wasn't the Wolfman.
No, he's the dad of the Wolfman.
Who is a Wolfman in the remake of the Wolfman?
Oh my god. Spoilers for the Wolfman.
It's not really. It's been out for how long?
That's true. I don't hate that movie like a lot of people do.
I don't either. It gets weird points, but
It does, yes. I mean, like, Benicio del Toro and Hugo Weaving are the best parts of the movie.
Anthony Hopkins and Emily Blunt are also delightful.
I would say so. But, like, yeah, like, I don't hate that movie. But anyways, we're not talking about that Wolfman, at least not right now.
The Wolfman, I'm surprised that one isn't your favorite.
There's just, like, it's up there for me. Like, it's arguably my second favorite.
Fair.
I guess, we'll talk at the end maybe about, like, where they would rank. But, like, the Wolfman is up there for me as well, because, again, werewolves are one of my favorite, like, movie monsters of all time. And there aren't that many great ones, but this one is, and it's very much, again, this is literally the movie that started the Hollywood werewolf tropes, because a lot of them did not exist before that.
I mean, but you had other werewolf movies. It's not the first werewolf movie.
It's not, but, like, it's the most popular one.
Because you have the Werewolf of London.
Yeah, like, Werewolf in London, like, which, actually, I really like how Werewolf by Night modeled its makeup more off of that werewolf than the Lon Chaney one. I thought that was kind of cool.
I think it was a nice mix.
Yeah. But no, like, Lon Chaney Jr. Jr. I think he's quite good in the movie, and, like, he has a very vulnerable performance to him. Like, he's... Of the actors we've talked about, his character really gets, because again, he's only the monster for like half of the time in the movie, so you really get to see like the emotional pull that, like, what's happening to him has, and he portrays it very well. Like, there's a real tragedy to his face, having, like. He has his moments, though, like, again, it's a movie of its time, but, like, the scene where he's in his room and he gets the spyglass and he's spying on the lady in the shop, which, like, that's gotta be a really, I guess it's a telescope, so, like, you could see it from there, but, like, it's a straight line to the town, apparently. So there's just these rich guys on the hilltop spying on the town.
Yeah, there's little creepy moments in there.
Well,
and then this guy could be a murderer.
But then he goes to the shop and he and then he starts, like, describing her necklace and saying, "Oh yeah, I was watching you from my telescope." And it's like, dude, that's
no. He leads in by pretending that he's psychic.
Oh right, yes.
And then she's like, "What, really?" And he's like, "No, I saw you from up there." And she's like, "Oh, okay, you're kind of cute." And it's like, all right, I guess he's kind of cute.
Where in reality, it'd be like, I have to go now.
I gotta see myself out. Thank you.
Yep. My dog is getting married. I need.
Well, and then and the Wolfman specifically, I think, is the most consistent character out of the Universal monster films, like, because Lon Chaney Jr. is the only one who played the Wolfman in any of his subsequent appearances.
Probably because nobody else wanted to put on that makeup.
Well, no, and like they wouldn't let him die. Like, they could kill him off at the end of every movie, and then it would be like, and he's back. The entire premise of, like, House of Frankenstein, I'm pretty sure it is.
Just let me die.
That's literally it. He's going to, like, he makes a deal with somebody. I can't remember which character it is.
Is it Igor?
No. I'm trying to remember where we're at with this. Which one did we watch? It was Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman.
Mm-hmm.
But he makes a deal to... Oh, shoot, I'm trying to remember this. He makes a deal with a scientist, I think, to help him resurrect Frankenstein.
Right.
If they can find a way to kill him.
Yes. Yeah, because, like, it's a weird thing where, like, they they assume because Dr. Frankenstein had the secrets to creating life, he must also have the secrets to ending immortality or something along those lines.
Yes.
But like, yeah, like his character just becomes, please just let me die, which again is part of the tragedy of his character.
And it's like in every movie. It's like he gets resurrected again, and it's like, again, guys, why?
I just want to stay dead.
But and like it works. It works really well. It works with his sad face.
Absolutely. But like the makeup, of course, is like very iconic, and like I find it interesting that like the Wolfman itself is a separate, like, because it's not, the Wolfman is a separate character from like a werewolf, as it were, because like obviously you can't copyright the concept of like werewolves, but the Wolfman, like Larry Talbot, is a copyrighted character.
Yes, the Wolfman moniker is specifically universal.
Yeah.
However, the Wolfman is just a werewolf.
Yeah. But like,
there's nothing special that makes him different than a werewolf. He is just a werewolf.
There is definitely more like an emphasis on like the cursed aspect, like because a lot of werewolf, like again, like we discussed with vampires, some of them it's like it's a biological thing that happens and it's more of like a disease, but then there's a lot that's still portrayed as like a more mythical transformation, like because obviously like American Werewolf in London, it is very clearly a supernatural curse that is affecting David. Whereas you look at The Howling, it's portrayed more like a just like a physical transformation that is happening to the characters, and it is more like it's something that their physical body is just changing, and it's something they can get used to.
No, exactly.
And I always find that interesting. But like the Wolfman specifically is more of a curse, as it were. And then like the makeup is fantastic. Like it's Jack Pierce, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and like
I believe that's the one he got fired from Universal over.
Because it was
taking too long, and they wanted him to like. But it's hand laying hair. It's every single one of those like it's the most complicated costume.
Yeah. Like that was the beginnings of like, well, if you're gonna change a man into a wolf, like this is the process of how you do that on screen, and they wanted to show it. So like it, and again, talking about like Lon Chaney Jr. just as an actor, like just stay in this position for like 4 hours while we slowly apply this makeup. Okay, we're gonna film some more. Still in that same position. Gotta keep the putting on the makeup. Like, what?
They gotta do what?
They gotta put on the hair.
They gotta keep doing.
They gotta keep. There's more hair.
There's the thumbnail. Because you were just like they gotta keep putting on the makeup.
But no, like that's what. Shut up!
What are they applying the makeup with, bud?
Brushes. Big, stiff brushes.
With no bristles?
No. God damn it. I just want to have a serious discussion about the Wolfman.
I'm not the one who did this.
You didn't have to address it. It's just a thing I was. Oh, damn! Hollywood's tough, man.
Well, I'm taking my glasses off for the rest of the show.
All right.
Oh no.
But anyways, yeah. So like, it was a long process, and he just ever the professional actor, like he stayed in that position and let them do it, and that's why it's. Shut up! I'm trying to have a serious discussion about Lon Chaney Jr. Just why is it? It's hard to get good help these days. It's. You gonna make it or you gonna live?
No, I'm great. Keep saying you're talking. Just keep saying your things.
Okay, so Anyways, with the remake though,
Did Benicio del Toro also just lay there and let them do whatever they needed to him? And
yes, but he was in a full observatory, so a lot of people were watching.
woof.
Exactly.
I hate you so much.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Oh, this is the end.
But that's but again, like talking about the remake, when they got to that, you have Rick Baker doing the makeup in that, and he very much wanted to.
I love Rick Baker.
Right?
I just you know who doesn't get enough love in Hollywood and doesn't get enough appreciation for all the work he did?
Rick Baker.
Yeah, he made his own giant book. I should go run to get. I want to kind of run to get that book.
You want to read the book?
That's a lot of running to do for that book.
It's a big book. I don't know if that
book.
I don't know if that book will be supported by this table.
Well, it's only one way to find out.
All right.
We're gonna show some appreciation for Mr. Richard Baker.
Richard Baker.
Mr. Rick Baker. Dirty frame. Technically, they're 2 books.
Technically, it is 2 books.
It's 17 pounds. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but for a book...
Jesus Christ.
I don't even know if that's in shot.
I mean, the top part probably is.
Yeah, no, you see nothing. It's just a black square.
Yup. Well, it's because it's out of focus. You gotta, just hold the book.
I'm doing it.
Just hold the book.
This book.
This giant friggin' book.
Written by Rick Baker, all about his life and the work he did.
How many times have you read through this book?
I'm scared to read it. Not because I'm scared of the contents. I flipped through it and it's delightful.
Of course.
But it was expensive.
Yes. Well, and also if you fall asleep while reading that,
It'll crush me.
It will suffocate you.
Yes. I got it for cheaper than what it was going for. But no, this is all about his makeup and the work he did in Hollywood, and it's just great. And Rick Baker's amazing. You should follow him on Instagram and stuff because it's delightful.
We're bigger...
he's retired, so he does a bunch of stuff just for fun.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Now I want everyone to understand that where this book was positioned in our living room, it's in perfect eyesight from the corner turn off from where my room is located. And this book is also very reflective. So any sort of little light will catch this face here. And it's on top of a shelf.
I don't know if they can see the face, but
I mean, it should be in focus from here. If you can't, I'm sorry. But basically, so I, one day, at about, probably would have been 5 in the morning when I was waking up for work, I go to the bathroom, turn on the light, and as I'm exiting the bathroom, this face is just illuminated in the far corner, and I just see this horrifying face. And I freaked out, and I lost my shit for about half a second, and I almost had a heart attack. So then, later that day, I was like, Ethan, you need to find a different place for your book. Because I almost died.
Here, I'm going to cut down on the weight.
No, for sure.
And maybe, since I have it out, I'll actually look at it today at some point.
Oh, for sure.
But, look at the bindings on that, and just... It's called Metamorphosis by Rick Baker. And this first one is 1950 to 1989.
Well, and arguably, Mr. Rick Baker, again, he was inspired by Jack Pierce.
Ooh!
To create what is arguably the most iconic werewolf transformation in any movie ever.
Gently now. Ooh! This is how much I haven't looked at this book. I didn't think I could take off the dust cover.
There's so many little...
But there's more underneath the dust cover.
Did he do the Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I love that makeup so much. Because
that's why it's your favorite movie of all time?
Yes, because Rick Baker is amazing. I swear I've talked about him quite a bit.
You have. Yeah.
I love Rick Baker. I think he doesn't get the love that he rightly deserves. Maybe he feels differently, but that's cool. Because I don't feel differently.
That's fair. But no, I really, the Wolfman is just a really like it's a really well done film, and it is that classic. It is definitely one of the more like well put together of the Universal monster movies, in my opinion, just from like a story perspective.
It is. Well, and again, it's 10 years of development, right?
Yeah, like 10 years of like cinema, kind of getting its shit together, as it were, and trying to make these a bit more, a little more like solid in their story structure, and it shows in the production.
It really does.
And there also like is a lot of like weird surreal stuff in that movie that I really enjoy, like during Larry's first transformation, all that, like all the weird images that flash up, the pentagram type stuff. I think is really cool. Yeah,
I'm listening. I'm also just really lost in this
of course.
this beautiful, beautiful book.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I I really enjoy. I really like the Wolfman, and it sparked the interest in werewolves for me as a monster. And really, it's like, and like again, like talking about Werewolf by Night, that is one of the heavier, like all the Universal monster movies are very much an influence on that production. But I really like how they portray their werewolf as like closer to how they did the original Wolfman.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a wolf as it is a. It's more of a traditional werewolf.
Absolutely, and I think that's really cool that they went that direction, because they so easily could have just done the Van Helsing thing, where it's just like a big hulking like Wolfman type thing with the big snout and all that jazz. And I appreciate that they went for the more restrained, like just making a practical costume that the actor is in, and like you see their face still.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.